Thinkable's guide on metaprompting. Here we're in the Thinkable tool. We're going to go through these 9 steps from starting our metaprompt to executing the metaprompt chain of thought generation and saving it to our library. The next tutorial will govern the execution of a chain of thought. Today we're going to build one. So first, your first prompt, teach me how to grow fantastic tulips. This is going to be the initial input, very much like you would put into any other chat model like ChatGPT. You just specify what you want the model to generate for you. Once you've pressed next here at the bottom right, that's going to be your last step after each of these. We're going to add a bit more information here. We're going to say, what is the output? A guide to growing tulips. Generating a meta prompt involves providing slightly more information than generating just a single prompt. Now that we've got the description and the output specified, we're going to add some context. Context is very important, and what we've got here is more information about exactly what we're doing. Here I've added some information about the growing zone and some concerns about salinity. Now we're going to go into the settings. For your first run, you can ignore this. Just make sure you've set it to GPT-4 Turbo and don't touch any of these other parameters. Setting up the guidelines is a very important part of this process. What we're going to recommend is that you select AI-powered guidance, automatic guidance. And now what's going to happen in our chain of thought is that our model is going to go and, given what it knows so far, generate some guidance on how we want to achieve this task. We've now received some guidelines. Now in here, we can come in here and edit anything we want, add some more information about zones. We can delete something we want. We don't like the last step. We can just get rid of it. And we are going to then basically ask it, given these guidelines and the context, how to go forward. Again, click next when you're done this step. Here it's made a list of concepts. Again, we can get rid of some or add more if we want to. We're able to generate a graph here. The graph is an advanced technique we won't go into today. Now, once we've gotten this far, we're going to choose which operations to use. For your first chain of thought, you just need a few operations. Maybe we'll have summarize, choose one, choose many. These are basically what the chain of thought is going to be composed of. And when you're done, again, click next. Now we have generated our meta prompt. All this information is going to go in to the meta prompt. As soon as we press finish, it will build the prompt for us. Now we've got our chain of thought. The first thing we want to do is up here to these 3 buttons, and we're going to add to our library. Now this is added to the library. We can do what we want. First of all, we're going to request a user persona, and this is adding more details and information to the chain of thought generated by the meta prompt. Now we're going to request guidelines for each of the operations. This is important, not essential. Now that we have guidelines for each step, we're going to go and request prompts for the operations. This is essential. Now that we have prompts for each of the operations, we'll request some rules. Now that we have some rules, we're going to go and get context for each of the operations. And that's it. Now we've generated our first chain of thought. It's going to perform all these tasks. Any one of them we can edit. So for example, go in here, take a look. We're going to edit this operation. Type unknown, it doesn't like that. Let's do a web search for that. We'll give it a little bit of a higher difficulty. It might want to poke around. There you have it. Once you've gone in and taken a look at all your different operations, you're ready to execute your chain of thought.